Now it's my immense pleasure to introduce an eminent scientist, our department head and today's guest speaker, Dr. Ahmed Sheikh sir. Sir is PhD, DSc, Doctor of Science, alumna of Institute of Chemical Technology, Mumbai. Sir is fellow member of America and Mid East Institute of Chemists. Sir is fellow member of Analytical and Nuclear Chemistry of Allied Scientists, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Sir is fellow member of World Research Association. Sir is on panel of editorial board of Research Journal of Chemistry and Environment. Sir is PhD guide. His research are field of research are magnetic surfactant and herbal medicine. Sir has published many research papers in international repute. There are many national and international awards to Sir's credit. Sir has been awarded as a leading scientist of the world in 2012, Cambridge, England. Sir has been selected amongst 2000 intellectuals of 21st century, Cambridge, England, 2012. Sir has authored books for junior and degree colleges as well various competitive exams like IIT, JEE, NEET under the Chan publication. Sir has taught all formats of chemistry almost all over India. I hope today's webinar session by Dr. Ahmed Sheikh sir will definitely benefit and enrich you with treasure of information in choosing chemistry as your career option. Over to you, sir.
Respected Principal, Vice Principal, General Secretary, Islam Higher Education Society, Professor Kalania sir, my friend, Dr. Patil sir from Indore, MP, India, and his students, coordinator of this webinar, Dr. Mayuri Joshi, the co-coordinator, Dr. Nilima Dikshit, the technical support provided by ex-Science Association Ambassador Omair and his team, teaching and non-teaching staff of Chemistry Department, Maharashtra College, and my loving audience. I welcome you all with a very, very good afternoon and the Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace, mercy, and blessings of Creator of the universe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be on all of you. Today we all are here for the webinar on career prospects, opportunities in chemistry. I have designed my talk in two parts. First of all, I'll let you know in short what the chemistry is and its benefits and applications. The second part, the career options, along with what you can do in future in the field of chemistry, and you decide to choose your career in chemistry. And in this very short span of time, I'll be highlighting the beauty of chemistry, which is my beloved subject. Chemistry owes its inception from Egypt, where the chemistry in Arabic is called as chemia, and the chemists were called as alchemies. Chemistry is defined as the science of atoms, their structure, interaction, and combination. Atom. As I told you, the alchemies, among alchemies in 8th century, Dr. Jabir ibn Hayyan was the first who coined the idea of atoms and characterized it. Same thing was repeated in 1803 by Dalton. He said atom is the smallest indivisible particle which takes part in a chemical reaction without losing its identity. And today we know atoms are divisible there are more than 20 subatomic particles. Electrons, protons, neutrons, gravitons, photons, phonons, V particle, G particle, gluons, leptons, bosons, quarks, top quark, Bethe quark, charm quark, strange quark, down quark, up quark, and in 2013, Francois Englert and Peter Higgs came out with the God particle, for which both of them were awarded the Nobel Prize. God particle, very strong, very powerful, exists everywhere. It originates from an invisible field. This field is there even though the space seems to be empty, because without this field, nothing can acquire a mass, nothing can exist. From planet to plant to flower to human beings, nothing can exist without its presence. Chemistry is the mother of sciences. Chemistry is the central point of all the sciences. On one side, chemistry makes a bridge with physics, that is chemical physics involving physico-chemical phenomena. On the other side, chemistry makes a bridge with biological sciences, that's the biochemistry. Chemistry is part and parcel of our life. I want to drag your attention right from morning to evening, from breakfast to dinner, from home to office. Wherever we see, we find chemistry. Look at the clothes we wear, look at the food we eat, and look at the technology which we are using. Chemistry plays a vital role in environmental protection, in medicine, pharmacology, as well as in different parts, just like petrochemicals, dairy, all the fields where you see, which is part and parcel of the life, you will find chemistry. The food products, that is to increase the shelf life which you buy from the supermarkets, all these are the gift of chemistry. Chemistry has scintillated the entire world, particularly the polymer chemistry. If we look at the light emitting polymers, they find their use in mobiles, television, computer, laptop, remote control, toys, in medicines. The light emitting diodes, they find their use in the traffic signals, railway signals, as well as you see the chemistry is everywhere, right from your railway platform indicators to the airport. Chemistry, particularly the polymer chemistry, in the field of medicine, if you see the water-soluble polymers, they find their use in plasma as well as the whole blood substitute. Polymer chemistry exposes its vitality in the field of medicine to such an extent that the surgeons, which they use as sutures for stitching the tissues, there are water-soluble polymers, a copolymer of glycolic acid and lactic acid. Doctors use it as a suture, and after healing, the tissues get healed. We find that this polymer decomposes into monomers, that is glycolic acid and lactic acid, and one gets decomposed. At the same time, it gets metabolized without any problem. Polymer chemistry in the field of medicine, as I told you, the heart valves, silicon rubber is used, and at the same time, the artificial heart pumps made up of polymethyl methacrylate are used. At the same time, we can see the artificial kidney, artificial skin, the bones, the joints, all these are used to such an extent that there is no problem that chemistry provides a polymer branch which can take care of all these parts. Chemistry, especially the polymer chemistry, as I told you, it finds its application in different parts. At the same time, it finds its application in contact lenses. Earlier, hard contact lenses were used of polymethyl methacrylate. Nowadays, you see the Bollywood actors and actresses, different colored eyes. It is the gift of the polymer chemistry, the lenses provided under the name HEMA, HEMA, that is hydroxyethyl methacrylate. Polymer chemistry finds its use in day-to-day life, right from our kitchen to the office, in all the walks of our life. Chemistry, it has got different facets. Not only you can learn chemistry and become a teacher, lecturer, professor, or a lab assistant, but at the same time, you can make your career in forensic department as a forensic scientist. What forensic scientists they do, they collect, they preserve, and analyze the materials obtained from the crime scenes. They prepare a legal report, they submit it to the court of law, and the judge decides the verdict based on it. You can become a water chemist. You know, water has got a memory. Japanese scientist Masaru Emoto did a research along with his colleagues, and he declared that water has got a memory. It takes up all the events which happens in the surrounding. If we go back in graduate level, we have studied water molecule bent V-shape, bond angle reduced to 104.5 degrees. We know it has got under IR spectroscopy the three modes of vibrations. It's a non-linear molecule, 3n-6 modes of vibrations. That is three vibrations. That is symmetric, asymmetric, and bending. These vibrations, they transmit the message. Similarly, the word which we speak, let it be a positive word or a negative word, it gives a signal, it sends a vibration. The water molecule absorbs these sentiments, these emotions, and these wordings and retransmits it. Water molecule has got a wonderful memory in it. Scientist Masaru Emoto said that if you softly say thank you and take this water and freeze it, the crystals will be a beautiful hexagonal in shape. But if you say the word you fool and you take the water and you freeze it and again take the photograph of this, you will find that the crystal structure was not as it should be, as it was when the positive word thank you was revealed to it. So it means that water has got a memory. It transmits, it vibrates, whatever signal it gets, it absorbs and retransmits it. You can become a water research scientist. You can become a geochemist. You can become a biochemist. You can become industrial chemist. You can become organic, inorganic, physical, analytical. Rather than this, you can prepare your own products, that is chemical engineering. What chemical engineers do, they design a new product they give a new device. You can go for chemical engineering. The best institute in Asia is ICT, Institute of Chemical Technology in Matunga, Mumbai, India. Earlier its name was UDCT when I was doing PhD over there. After that, you can go for formulation chemistry. The formulation chemistry involves adding of a non-reactive material to get a desired product. In this case, you can prepare a good variety of your paints, varnishes, cosmetics, dishwashing liquids, as well as detergents. Chemistry also offers and the field that you can go in quality control, quality assurance. You can go for in depending on your choice, as I told you, it depends on you to choose which field you want to be. Hazardous management, hazardous waste management team you can join, and you can analyze the pollutants present in water, air, and soil. You can develop your own laboratory as a specialist for water analysis, for soil analysis, as well as for air pollutants. So chemistry has got different facets. And it is not only teaching and lab assistant, you can explore yourself. Now question arises, how to proceed chemistry, graduation, post-graduation, doctorate in India and abroad. First of all, I'll let you know in India. 11th and 12th standard students know very well who write the IIT-G as well as NEET exam. They know very well chemistry is the central point and chemistry is the turning point in their selection. And in chemistry, organic chemistry is the most important, particularly reaction mechanism and stereochemistry. After doing 12th standard, most of the students, they go for engineering, they go for medicine, they go for paramedical courses. Some of the students have got a dream to do something great, to become a scientist, to become a professor in the academics, that is said to be pure science, they go for BSc. While going for BSc, you have to, if you want to make a career in chemistry, you have to take physics, chemistry along with that, or physics, botany along with that, or physics, zoology along with that. Because the physics and maths will give you boosting so that you can make your career BSc well, which will be foundation for MSc and PhD. For graduation, after doing your graduation in the major subjects, supposing you take chemistry, you go for MSc. For MSc admission, listen carefully. The premier institutes are IITs, ICT, as well as BARC. All of them, they have got an entrance exam. You have to write the entrance exam, you have to qualify that, and then you'll be selected for MSc program in those premier institutes. Remember, there are 23 IITs across India at this moment. The number one is Mumbai, number two is Delhi, number three is Madras, number four is Kanpur, number five Zurich, number six is Guwahati, that is Assam. Mumbai IIT has got the best instrumentation center because myself was there in 89 and 90 with my co-guide, Dr. Venkatachalam sir, working on Zeta meter. It is a very nice laboratory. All the equipments are there. You need not go anywhere. So if you do MSc from the premier institutes like this, it will be making a foundation for your PhD as well as postdoc further studies. If you don't get that, then you can do MSc in Mumbai University colleges, and this is purely on the basis of your BSc marks. After MSc, you can go for PhD. For PhD, again, I remind you, the premier institutes all the 23 IITs, Bhabha Atomic Research Center, TIFR, and ICT. For getting admission in PhD after MSc, you have to write GATE, GATE, Graduate Aptitude Test in Chemistry. Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. This GATE exam, if you qualify with the good mark, you can get admission for PhD in BARC and IITs. Otherwise, you have to write UGC and CSIR, that is UGC NET, UGC National Eligibility Test, or UGC CSIR National Eligibility Test. This is called Junior Research Fellowship. You'll be getting a good amount of scholarship. Through this NET exam, that is JRF, you can get admission in ICT, in the IITs, as well as BARC as well. You can get in. After that, your first choice should be, as I told you, these premier institutes. If not, then you can go in universities like BHU, BITS Pilani, and after that, other universities and colleges, if the facilities are there and the topic of choice is available for you. After doing PhD, you can do postdoctorate, or you can join as a lecturer, assistant professor in any college and universities in India. Now, PhD is must. Supposing after MSc itself we want to go in teaching, then you have to do B.Ed, and you have to have a choice in some schools where you can become a teacher and ultimately the principal. Suppose you want to go in teaching after BSc itself, you have to do your B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, and then you can join in some of the schools where you will be a teacher. Remember, if your chemistry is the major subject, then in schools what happens, a science teacher is the one who teaches all three branches of sciences, that is physics, chemistry, and biology. If your major subject is chemistry, you can teach very nicely physics as well as biology. If you're having physics as a major, you can cop up very nicely chemistry, but you'll be not that much comfortable in biology. And if your biology is the major subject, you'll be facing difficulty with chemistry as well as physics. So I say your chemistry, if it is a major subject in your graduation and post-graduation, then very easily you can take up all three subjects, that is physics, chemistry, and biology. Now coming, supposing you want to go abroad and you want to make a career in chemistry, remember very well, the 5 countries, they most welcome chemistry students at a graduation level, at a post-graduation level, as well as doctorate level, as well as post-doctorate level. These are called the premier countries with premier universities for chemistry students. The number 1 is USA, America, UK, United Kingdom, England, Germany. China is also come recently with a very big, I can say, infrastructure, Ireland, as well as Australia. These are the countries where chemistry students are most welcome. Now, what you have to do? Suppose you want to go abroad, make your career in chemistry. After your 12th standard, I remember one of the student by name Khadilkar. In 2005-2006, he was preparing IIT JEE with me, but he was interested to do doctorate in chemistry. He went to USA, did his BSc, MSc, PhD. For the time being, he was in NASA Research Center. I don't know where exactly now he is. So if you want to go after 12th standard for BSc, for graduation in any foreign country, then your condition, your requirement for that is you have to have a TOEFL or any English subject which has to be highlighted that you are well off. That is IELTS. These are the exams. SAT is the exam for American universities. Means you have to have an exam that is on English proficiency because those countries, European countries, all are English speaking countries. So you must have proficiency in English. And for this English proficiency, TOEFL is there as well as IELTS site is there, and other exams are there depending on the university. You have to just qualify this TOEFL and IELTS, that is English proficiency test. You need two recommendations, strong recommendations from scientists, and you can go in any country. As I told you, the 5 topmost countries which country is welcome for chemistry students. Supposing you want to go abroad after BSc, after your graduation, then in that case, you have to qualify GRE. GRE, that exam has to be qualified. And this exam is in 2 parts, 170 marks, total 340 marks. And depending on the university, your score of GRE should be there. For a TOEFL, 100 to 109 for Harvard University, 76 for Washington University, and 60 above in other university. For GRE, it is 170, that is 340 marks. If you get 318, this score is good. If you get 329, this score is excellent. Depending on the score, you will be getting your placement in the universities of your choice. And if your GRE score and TOEFL or IELTS, these exam scores are good enough, then in that case you'll be getting a handsome scholarship. And that scholarship will be such a huge amount that you can send money to your parents also in India. So the main motto is to crack GRE, which is conducted twice. And remember, you should have minimum 55% in your graduation. And for 12th standard, going for BSc, it should be 80%. So for BSc and MSc student, it is 55%, not rounding off, 55% minimum with GRE score and TOEFL. I repeat again, for GRE, 318 is the good score, 329 is the excellent. If you are getting 292 and below that, that is average. Whereas a TOEFL, I told you, 100 to 109 for Harvard University, as well as 100 below, around somewhere 76 to 100. If you are getting, you'll be getting a good university, good institute. But if it is below that, then you have to upgrade your TOEFL. So you can go on upgrading your TOEFL or IELTS exams, that is English proficiency exams, as well as GRE, till you get a good ranking. You can get admission for MSc in foreign countries. Supposing you're going for PhD, in that case again, you have to write GRE, which will be for 340 marks. Again, 318 or 329 minimum you have to score. And you have to write TOEFL or IELTS, that is English proficiency exam. In that case, 100 to 109, 110, or above 70 if you get, you'll be in commanding position to get a good university. So for PhD, again, you require 2 strong recommendations. After those recommendations, and with your GRE and TOEFL score, you'll be getting nice university abroad. You can do your PhD. Along with that, you can get assistantship, professorship over there. You can teach, you can make money, you can increase your knowledge. And after that, if you wish, you can remain over there and can come back to India. I suggest you must come back to India. So these are the options which you can do after 12, BSc, MSc, PhD in India as well as abroad. So in short, the chemistry subject, as I love chemistry, I don't say that you must also love chemistry. I only directly say whatever field is good for you, if you don't have interest, you create interest. If you want something better in the life, you have to struggle for that. Nothing is difficult, nothing is hard, nothing is you don't like. Remember, don't like word you never use in your life. If you want success, try. My chemistry is little bit tougher than physics and maths, but it is very simpler than biological sciences. So it is a midway. So I don't force, I don't put compulsion, but it is your duty to see which subject has got maximum prospect across the globe, across the world. In our country, India, you should choose that subject. And remember, it is not only teaching as a teacher or becoming a lab assistant. There are plethora of fields available in chemistry. Just I told you, an entire website is available on net. You can see there are so many fields where you can do your level best and make your future, make your career, make country India proud, your family proud, and yourself. I'll take just 2 minutes. I'll conclude. Chemistry. When you get up early in the morning, first of all, you take a toothbrush. You take a toothbrush. Along with that, you take a Colgate or Close-Up. It's a chemistry. You take tea, coffee, the bakery products. It's a chemistry. You take bath, use shampoos, soaps, liquid soaps. It is a chemistry. You wear the clothes, different clothes, winter, summer, gym, everything is a chemistry. You come out with your bag, it's a chemistry. You drive the car, CNG is a chemistry. You reach to the office, your laptop, your computer, your fridge, your AC, everything is chemistry. I can say there is in every walk of life, there is chemistry. In short, I say eat chemistry, drink chemistry, walk chemistry, love chemistry, and make your career in chemistry. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Welcome,
sir.
dear. Any question, please, Dr. Mayuri?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir, so much for your excellent coaching, guidance, and to build clarity amongst the students on how they can arrive at the right decision in choosing their career path in vast field of chemistry. Now I request Mr. Umer, our ambassador of chemistry department, to moderate question answer session. Umer, can you see any questions? Participants, yeah, one hand has raised over here. I can see Pramod. You can unmute yourself and raise your question, please. Pramod Gaikwad. Anyone? Yeah, I can see Khadija Sheikh, outsider.
Yes, Pramod Gaikwad. Pramod Gaikwad, you can unmute yourself. Yes, I made you presenter, Pramod Gaikwad. Please unmute yourself. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Pramod Gaikwad. Please unmute and ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
audible.
Yes, sir. Jai Shri Ram. I want to ask a question to you that does SOP is an essential requirement while applying for foreign universities?
For which class? BSc, MSc, PhD?
MSc.
For MSc. For MSc, you have to write GRE as well as TOEFL or IELTS, that is English Proficiency Exam, and 2 recommendation letters. And you should have in BSc 55% minimum, not rounding off. And if you want one recommendation, it will be from my side. You can get it from Dr. Mayuri.
Sir, you are right, sir. Who else? Khadija Sheikh.
Okay, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Islam.
Sir, I want to pursue my career in cosmetic, but there is no college available for a cosmetic scientist. You know, I go for
It's there. It's there. I'll interrupt you. It's VJTI. VJTI next to ICT, UDCT, VJTI, they offer cosmetic diploma. You can apply over there. After BSc, you can get it.
yes, sir, but I want in Mumbai. मतलब कि मुंबई में colleges इतने available नहीं. I would like to ask कि मुंबई में available है colleges cosmetic.
VJTI is the premier institute. If you do from there, you can beat the Shahnaz Hussain. If you get your cosmetic diploma from there, you can beat Shahnaz Hussain and all the boutique people who are running in India and abroad. So you find VJTI after your BSc chemistry.
Yes, sir. I recently graduated from it. We are waiting for result only.
After your result gets declared, you go to VJTI and find out the procedure. They will let you know.
Sir, can you tell again the name of the institute? I can't hear
VJTI
that.
is the premier. After that, Nirmala Niketan, they are also having Nirmala Niketan centers. Their universities all over India. They are also having. You can join that. But VJTI is the premier institute.
University Department of Chemical Technology will help you a lot.
Yes,
University Department of Chemical Technology will help you a lot in all technical as well as cosmetic and all type of the sciences in chemistry.
Yes, Khadija, I was the student of ICT, UDCT. I'll tell you, UDCT offers the best courses in food technology, pharmaceuticals, drugs and dyes, textiles, and oils, as well as natural fats, all this perfumery, all these departments are there. And cosmetic is exactly opposite to that, that is VJTI.
Okay, sir, but can you tell me the procedure for that? Matlab, we have to do some entrance or something like that.
Yeah, naturally, these premier institutes have got entrance. It is not like a college will be admitted till December.
You
Okay,
yourself visit the UDCT and you yourself find out whether
And if
the
you get any
course is
difficulty, you let
available.
me know.
I
If you
visit
get
one
any
university that
difficulty,
is in
let me know.
Mulund.
Yes?
I visit that one university that is in Mulund East, Vaze College. They also provide this course, cosmetic
Yeah,
science.
Vazay College also has.
They have just started. You can enroll there itself. There also, if you wish.
Yes, sir. I
Wherever
visited
you
that
get
college.
admission, depending on your caliber, you can join there.
Yes, sir.
But first you try VJTI.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, dear.
Gaurav Gosai, guest. Yeah. Can you unmute yourself?
Good
Gaurav?
afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So, sir, I had a doubt. Is it a good idea to do MBA after my MSc or BSc? Or if yes,
Excellent, wonderful. You can become a manager in chemical institutes, in chemical industries, whether it is a pharmaceutical, whether it is a toxicology, whether it is anatomy. After doing BSc, MSc, or after BSc, only MBA if you do. But remember, it should be with your subject oriented. In MBA also, there are different fields. So if you do MBA, it is wonderful. A gold having a fragrance. You'll become directly manager. You'll be getting the managerial post. A managerial post you will be getting with your BSc and MSc. Even after PhD, some people do and become a big boss in big industries and chemical pharmaceuticals. So it is good idea after doing your BSc or MSc, do MBA. But remember, MBA entrance exam has to be cleared. It needs at least 2 years preparation. Plan yourself and go for MBA. My 2 students had done SIMA in the past 2005-2006 batch, and her friend also had done MBA after BSc. They are placed at very nice posts. So wish you all the best. You can do it. Excellent.
Hello, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Umair.
Now,
Hello?
Ume Amara, Bhagwan.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There is a question in YouTube chat box from Mr. Samir. He's asking, good afternoon. What should I do if I want to go in food industry by chemistry?
Wonderful, wonderful. He has done BSc or 12th. If he has done 12th, he has
Actually,
to
sir,
write that.
hello.
Hello. Yes.
A very good afternoon, sir. Actually, I have put it the message in the YouTube. My name is Samir Ansari, and now I
Yeah.
am just pursuing BSc from SIWS College. So I want to
Very
ask, I want to pursue in my career in a food industry. So what should I have to do, sir?
Yes, dear. Now you have crossed your 12th standard.
No,
You
sir.
have to write. I know. You have to write the entrance exam of ICT, which was UDCT. You go and inquire over there, write that exam, and you'll be getting food technology 3 years course. After that, masters in food technology. After that, there is a PhD. But you have to write the entrance exam. You find out from UDCT, that is the ICT, what are the criterions, what type of, I can say, exam is there. If you write that, you qualify, you can get into it. Otherwise, these courses are up at 12 standard in ICT. But doesn't matter. You have to write that exam. You are doing BSc. Your chemistry subject will be more clarified, I think. And if you write that exam, you qualify, you'll be getting that is bachelor degree in food technology. And after that bachelor degree, directly you can go abroad. Because from ICT, 99% go abroad. Dear, I had got in France as well as USA during those days. So therefore, your entire gateway of abroad will be opened if you enter in ICT.
Yeah, next.
Thank you so
उनमें
much,
हमारा
sir.
yeah, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. One more
भगवान
question from
हाँ yeah.
Yugandhara. She is asking, sir, please explain about forensic science also.
Wonderful. Regarding forensic science, just you did your 12th standard. After that, there is a BSc in forensic science. There is MSc in forensic science. In that case, it is most challenging job. You can become a forensic scientist. And as I told you in very short, their role is very challenging role. They collect the sample, preserve the sample, analyze the sample, investigate the sample from crime scenes. They prepare the report, they submit it in the court of law, and the judge goes through this and gives the verdict based on this. So you go on net, find out the premier institute of your choice, and you apply over there. If you do BSc, MSc, and in this field, very few people go. They don't know also, but it is very nice and very challenging and very interesting because your report, your legal report will be the basis for the verdict given by judge in the courts. So you can do BSc in forensic science. Yes, dear. Anybody else?
Yes, sir.
One more
Assalamualaikum, sir.
Yeah,
related.
Walaikum Assalam. Yes. Yes,
Walaikum
dear.
Sir,
salam.
I want your hello, sir. I'm
Yes,
audible.
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, yes, you are audible.
So I want your advice कि for girls, apart from teaching, what are the other
Yes.
fields in chemistry we can choose?
Wonderful, wonderful. Just some of the girls ask for cosmetics. You can do cosmetics, or you can do your research, BSc, MSc, PhD, and after that you can become an analyst. You can analyze the sample, the analytical chemist. You can join the R&D, research and development department, where the samples are analyzed. Let it be food sample, let it be cosmetics, let it be insecticide, let it be pesticide, whatever is there, you can become a research scientist. For a girl, there is no boy and girl. If you remember, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that seeking knowledge is must for every believing male and female. Why did you restrict yourself that you are a female? There are plethora of thoughts, there are plethora of jobs available, which you can do very nicely with a pride.
Yes, sir. Another question, sir. One more question.
Yes.
So I want to ask you that मतलब कि in chemistry मतलब हम लोग बाद में मतलब आगे जाके can we do something own private like something, not job
Yes,
like
yes. Yes, you can do. You can go for pharmaceuticals. If you do B Pharma, what you can do, you can open your own medical shop, or you can just give your certificate and sign, and you visit weekly, you'll be getting minimum 25 to 30,000 while sitting at home. At the same time, if you are doing pathology after BSc with chemistry, you know, pathology is called blood chemistry, RBCs, WCs, platelets, and all that. And if you do pathology, postgraduate post-graduation in pathology, if you do that, you can open your own pathological lab, and you can mint lots of money and help the society, first of all, through the pathological lab.
Okay,
Yes,
sir. Thank
anybody
you so
else?
much.
Welcome, dear.
In short,
Sir,
Sheikh Saab, in
sir.
short, if your body chemistry is okay, you can succeed in all field of chemistry, not only
Yes,
all field.
I said in the beginning, sir, the chemistry relation, the body chemistry, the body language, everywhere, in all the
Everything is
parts of the body, there is a chemistry.
correct.
Because
Sir,
even the skin, even the eye lenses, all these are replaced by polymer
Yes,
chemistry, the polymers available in the market. Even fingers, toes, bones, joints, everything is available through polymer chemistry, which has revolutionized the entire world. That's why I say with proud that we are chemistry doctorates. Yes, anybody else, please?
sir, hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually, my question was, after BSc chemistry, is there any way to enter in forensic department?
Yes, after the thing is very clear here. I told you there are entrance exams. You find out the institute of your choice on net and apply over there and qualify the net and do the graduation over there.
Actually, I asked my professors from colleges. They were saying that there is no option in colleges for you after BSc chemistry.
What your professor said, he must be thinking it is after 12th standard. It is after 12th standard, the BSc course in forensic science. But dear, you are already done BSc, doesn't matter. You'll be getting a double degree. You can do it. Not only you can do, even I can do at the age of 56. Getting me or not?
Thank you, sir.
So only thing is
Yes,
that
sir.
you must be thinking your 3 years are vested in pure BSc. No, it has given you a degree, BSc in pure science. And that will be giving degree in forensic science.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, dear.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering and clearing all the queries from delegate students. Thank you so much, Umer, for conducting this session. Now I request our co-coordinator of this event, Dr. Nilima Dixit, to propose vote of thanks. Over to you, madam.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Mayur Joshi. It is an honor to have been asked to offer a vote of thanks for this informative and insightful webinar on career prospects in chemistry. I, Dr. Nilima Dixit, on behalf of all the participants and on my own behalf, take this opportunity to thank our respected head of chemistry department, today's eminent orator and speaker, Dr. Ahmed Sheikh sir, for his valuable and inspirational guidance on various career options currently available in alchemy, as he has put it, in India and abroad very clearly, and ask you to come back to India after pursuing your education. Thank you, sir.